morning. So I am starting the smoking process. I'm going to use what's called the 3-2-1 method. That simply means that you're going to smoke for 3 hours, then you're going to take them off, and then you're going to wrap them with either butcher's paper or aluminum foil for 2 hours, and then you're going to put your any kind of liquid or additional honey, brown sugar, whatever you want to do to them the last hour. As you can see, these two are the first two are simply coated with the butt rub, and then this I let it sit overnight with the honey and brown sugar. As you can see, it looks like it's all gone, but it's actually on there pretty thick. So I'm interested to see how that's going to look. So again, we're about to kick this thing off, and I will keep you updated as we go. So it's been 3 hours, and here's what they look like now. The ones with the honey and sugar looks very interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to taste, but that's the whole purpose of this. May be the best things we've ever had. You never know. So we're going to take these off, and then we're going to take them inside, and we're going to wrap them. Keep in mind, we're going to have one that's going to be cooked a little bit differently. So I'll get these inside, and then we'll start the wrapping process. And the second one, we're going to add some honey and vinegar to, or excuse me, honey and brown sugar to. Okay, so now they're wrapped. Now here's a couple of things to remember. After you wrap them, when you place them back on the smoker, make sure you put the meat side down. When we first started smoking, the meat side was up. This time the meat side's going to be down. That helps all the juices flow down toward the bottom where all the meat's going to be. The other thing too is we're going to go from the smoke setting, and we're going to move this to 225 degrees. Okay, now we're going to let these guys smoke for. Okay, so I took each of the racks off the smoker. This one is the one where we had the honey and barbecue on there, and I've already taken it out of the butcher's paper. As you can see, it's got a beautiful color on it. It has a lot of juice, as you can see, coming out of there. That's just straight from what was in the butcher's paper there. And so this one I am going to use, I'm going to use some good old Heinz barbecue sauce. And this will go on the smoker for another hour. And so that's actually the third ingredient. I should have pulled these in order, but I didn't. So this is the third recipe. Again, this is the one where we started out with the honey and brown sugar at the very beginning. And we wrapped it, let it cook for 2 hours. I'm not going to put too much barbecue sauce on there. I just want to give it a good barbecue taste, but not necessarily overwhelm with the barbecue, because in my opinion, if you smoke it right, you don't really need any barbecue sauce. Okay, so there's that one. This next one, this is our second one. This is the one where we did the mustard, we did the dry rub, and then we took it off. And on this one, we're going to put the honey and brown sugar on there. So this is our second recipe. And it's like, really, I'm using the same stuff. I'm just using it in different orders, as you can see. So I'm going to put some honey on there. Okay, then I'm going to add some brown sugar. Not too much, because this will give it too much of a sweet taste with the honey on there already. So I'm not going to put too much brown sugar on there. I'll do the bottom first because I don't want any of the stuff to fall off when I turn it back over. So just a little bit of honey there, not too much. Get it coated really well. And then we're going to sprinkle some brown sugar on there. Okay, so that one's number 2. And the third one, we're not doing anything to it. We're just going to put it straight back on the smoker. Each one of these will be put down meat side up, so just the opposite of where it came from. Okay. All right, so here's next thing we need to do is we need to put in our thermometer. I'm just going to use the one that comes with the grill. There's a lot of thermometers that you can get that are instant thermometers. There's several on the market that you can connect with your Bluetooth and your phone and kind of monitor it that way. There's one called Meter. I've ordered it and it does pretty good. We want to put this in there, make sure we only hit the meat part, okay? So make sure you get it in there really good. You want to find, you know, part of the meatiest part of the meat, and we're going to cook this thing to 200 degrees. We're trying to get to 200 degrees. So we're going to shut the lid, and it should cook for another hour or so. But again, we're cooking to temperature, not time. So we're going to cook this until it gets to 200 degrees, and then we're going to pull them off.